Okay, year 8, so you should have your scraper board from last lesson. It should look a bit like this. So remember, we used strips of oil pastel underneath and painted with some poster paint mixed with some washing up liquid, equal parts. Okay, that will enable us to scrape that off later. But we first need to transfer our design from our sketchbooks onto tracing paper. Then we can transfer that onto your scraper board to make it a little bit easier. Okay, so you've got your design from last lesson. Okay, double check it's finished. Make sure you've got nice tonal work, that you've used your pencils correctly. We've got a bit of shade and fade going on. Make sure you've got some nice black outlines so they're really strong and visible. Okay, and then you're going to take your piece of tracing paper, place that on the top like so, and get a nice sharp pencil and start tracing over those lines. Okay, when you're doing this, try and make your pencil lines quite thick so they're nice and visible and you can see them. Okay, go over those lines as best as you can. If you make a mistake, if you slip with your pencil, you can rub the pencil marks off the tracing paper. You can see that there. Okay, so don't worry if you slip and you make a mistake, you can take that off with a rubber. Okay, so once you've completed your design, you just need to double check you've got all the lines there. Just hold your picture over next to it and decide, yeah, I haven't missed any parts out there. It looks ready to go over. Okay, so you're going to put your design to one side. You're going to take your scraper board, your piece of tracing paper that you've just got, and you've just drawn on this side, you're going to flip that over onto your black scraper board. Okay, now you'll know it's the right way around because you'll be able to feel, okay, the indentations from when you were using your pencil before. Okay, if you did that on the same side that you drew, okay, it's a lot smoother. So that side with all the bumps on, you're going to place over the top of your scraper board. Then you are going to go over those lines, okay, just very roughly, and they will transfer through onto your scraper board, and then you will have your design transferred over, and you will then be able to use the scratch tool to scratch out your design, scrape out your design work. Okay, so right now what you need to do is just check you've gone over all of those areas as best as you can. Okay, and then lift it up and you should have your design transferred through. You can see, okay, that pencil just showing through. Okay, so next is the stage where you're going to be using your scraper tool. Okay, so these are just cocktail sticks. Basically you're going to use the top of the stick, okay, and then scratch out your design work, and hopefully you'll have that colour revealing underneath. Okay, so carefully scratch it out. Yours should be a little bit better than mine, a little bit smoother, because you've got a few more layers of oil pastel. When you're scratching it out, don't just scratch the lines out. You could always as well, if you want to, scratch into the design a little bit more if you want to reveal more colour underneath. Okay. Okay, and there you have it. That's your Day of the Dead skull on a scraper board.